The Terrifying Lies Podcast, with music and stories by Craig Nybo. Hello, friends, and welcome to the Terrifying Lies Podcast. I'm your host, Craig Nybo. Season 6. I'm not going to lie to you, I almost canceled the show after Season 5. I even announced on social media that Terrifying Lies was going away. These episodes take a mountain of work. They keep me from other ideas that I've wanted to chase. But something pulled me back in. I couldn't walk away, so I give you Season 6 of Terrifying Lies. If you want to help the show persist, please consider backing the Patreon. I put a link in the show's description. Anyways, last season I gave you the story of Twana Birch. She watched her pop idol explode in a car bombing. She cut his finger, had him cloned, took him to outer space to restart his career at the Pan-Galactic Prom Show, the most hailed rock event in the galaxy. Wild stuff. During that ride, we met a band of beetle-like beings called the Poison Nickels. They played the prom show too, and only had a brief appearance in the story. I told you they had a backstory, one of loss, fight, and glory. This season, I'll tell you that story. It's called Poison Nickels Across the Galaxy. I think you're going to like it. And while we're still out in the void, I figured why not keep the space boots on? So I'm bringing you something a little different. A science fiction funk opera. I call it space funk. You might remember back in Season 3 I did a musical called Tesla v. Cthulhu. Nikola Tesla took on 3 cultist witches of the outer god. If you missed it, go dig through the old episodes and give it a listen. Now, space funk isn't like Tesla v. Cthulhu. It's its own beast. I and my friends wanted to produce it for a long time, and now it's here. Today, I give you part 1 of 3 of Space Funk, a science fiction funk opera. I didn't do this one alone. I play in a band called Rust Monster. We put this thing together as a group. A while back, some of us dreamed up a web series called Space Funk. My brother, Larry, and my friends, Mike Terrell and Rick Neff, mapped out the whole thing. A bunch of scrappy astronauts patched together a busted space rig and blast into the stars looking for purpose, running into trouble, never quite ready for either. We wanted to shoot a pilot. Like a lot of dreamers, we ran out of cash and time before we ever hit record. Years later, we brought the idea back for the Gangrene Comedy Festival. Side note, we just wrapped up our 24th and final festival. Wish you could have been there. Every year we picked a new theme. That year, we aimed for the stars and brought back space funk. We recorded fake transmissions from the crew and broadcast them to hype the event. Then, we grabbed an old Italian sci-fi film, chopped it down to a tight 30 minutes, wrote a full soundtrack, and performed it live. We added audience cues, sent out space funk kits, made it an interactive experience, sort of like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but with more aliens and less fishnet. After the event, I sat with the soundtrack and thought, why stop here? I started layering vocals, adding lyrics, building a script. Before long, I had a full musical. That musical became the pilot for the series we never filmed. Audio only, but bursting with funky grooves, and I hope great comedy. I've cut it into 3 parts for this podcast. Over the next few episodes, I'll take you deep into the galaxy and deeper into the groove. For now, I give you Space Funk, a science fiction funk opera, written and composed by Rust Monster, with lead arrangers Rob Griffin, Brandon Tucker, and yours truly. I'll see you on the other side.
Sunrise in the distance, fire warms the desert. Ship of gleaming metal is on the sandy soil. Flight suits and weary tones. Why are they working like human drones? Load that bay. They must be crazy. It's KG2. Getting that clunky.
It's like a scene from a dream, unforeseen in extremity, the gleam of the metal. It's all plastic and steel, and nobody likes feeling the morning unsettled.
The desert hills roll into the distance. A single road interrupts a topography of swells, shallow rock formations, cacti and brush. A crew of astronauts, clad in orange flight suits, load stacks of cargo into a gargantuan conglomeration of metal, plastic, and rubber that they loosely refer to as a spaceship. Captain Hoyle, leader of the crew, stands off from the work, reviewing final details with Jim Prophet Sr., the mission's chief financier, before launch.
Well, Mr. Prophet, it looks like we're actually going to do this thing. That is, if we don't burn up like a bunch of country hams when we hit the mesosphere.
Burning up is for those Ruskies. You got nothing to worry about. She's the most state-of-the-art ship ever to be constructed.
I'll never know how you got Eiffel Air and Pan-Oceanic to throw in together for this little brouhaha.
Let's just say the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. Besides, there ain't nothing little about mankind's first trip into outer space.
You're forgetting about Apollo 11 last year.
That was 69, kid. And those boys only hit the moon. We're aiming for something bigger and better.
Everyone's standing by for orders, Captain Hoyle.
Just keep it cool, Barrett.
That's Commander Barrett, sir. And I think it's paramount that we keep it formal. Otherwise, there will be no order.
Fine, Commander Barrett. Just stand by. Tell him to relax.
With all due respect, sir, we are not running a day camp for sniveling children.
Look, Barrett, you're gonna have to learn to take things a little slower.
Hello! Raging Bull, Breaker, this is the Eye of the Raven. Do you read me?
Don't you mean Eye of the Eagle, Marcus?
Yeah, man, whatever. Do you read me? Commander Barrett?
Don't use my real name over the radio. Are you crazy? My code name is Bulldog. Check the cue card.
Forget all that. They're here, man. We've got trouble.
No. What you mean is the wolves are approaching the Pride. Look at the card.
The wolves have pride, man.
Give me that walkie-talkie. In English, Marcus, what's going on?
They're here, man. A big black Cadillac just rocketed by. It's headed your way.
That'd be Humphreys from Pan-Oceanic.
What's he doing here, Mr. Prophet?
Oh, that's nothing. Probably coming out to check on his investment.
I thought the left hand didn't know what the right hand was doing.
No, not really. Well, maybe the left hand tipped just a little bit.
He doesn't know that his money's wrapped up in all this, does he?
I might have bent the facts just a little. He threw in for aeronautical research. Pan-Oceanic is, after all, in the travel business.
This is astronautic, not aeronautic.
Potato.
Either way, he's here to call the whole thing off.
It's cool, kid. I got my money down on me.
ocean, drawn like a shimmering mane. Conniving crookster, hot fortune hookster, up to no good like a never could. Walk away.
Captain Hoyle, it's time to put a fire plug in your crew's pants and get this tin bucket off the ground.
I'm on it.
Okay, everyone.
That'll be enough, Barrett.
Commander Barrett.
Yeah, whatever.
Everyone, gather around.
Attention! Did you hear me? I said attention! Captain Hoyle has official business. Everyone, fall in. Ranks and files. Elwood, wipe that snark off your face. Junior, stop lollygagging. This isn't kindergarten nap time. Gudman, what are you doing over there on the ground? You have something better to do than socializing with a bunch of turtles.
They're desert tortoises, man, and we need to consider their...
Get your hippie butt over here. And Dr. Stern, where's that good-for-nothing head shrinker?
I think he's in his quarters on the ship. Said he had some important writing to do.
Well, thank you, Mr. Japinski. Now get in line. Somebody go onto the ship and get Stern and Kleiner's butts out here.
Let it be, Barrett.
But
Dr.
sir,
Stern is documenting the launch. I'm sure Kleiner is in the science lab preparing the nukes for blast time.
with all due respect, sir, this is no garden party. Attendance isn't exactly optional.
I've got it from here. Thank you, Barrett.
That would be Commander Barrett, sir.
Whatever.
Listen, everybody. It looks like one of our main financiers is unexpectedly on his way.
Is it Sasha Culver? She's a putz. I can handle her.
Cool your jets, DeWalt. Jim thinks it's Jeffer Humphreys from Pan Oceanic.
Yeah, well, he's a putz too, and I'll tell him so.
We need to step it up, everybody. Let's get off the ground in this next 10 minutes or we could be shut down. Everyone lend a hand. Let's get the rest of this cargo on board.
Captain, I'm afraid we can't launch, man.
Why is that, Goodman?
I'm afraid I found a family of Gophurus agazizi living in the blast zone. They're extremely rare, man.
Go Ferris Aga what?
Agazizi, man. An endangered species of tortoise.
So are you telling me we can't get off the ground because you've adopted a pet turtle?
It's a tortoise. DeWalt, show some respect, man.
You know, once I had turtle nuggets deep fried in shredded coconut. Tasted like mud and marshmallows.
Hey, man, we don't inherit the earth. We borrow it from our children, man.
No problem. I'll recycle the shell when I'm done.
It's just another round of castigation.
He'll save the planet Earth alone.
Another hill to die on, kingdom of dirt to cry on. Chest beats with the hippiest heart. There's an art to the part that he plays on the big stage. Save the tortoise shells, he says as he waves his hand farewell. But it's just a ploy from this ingenuous boy as he moves to deploy. It's a sentimental decoy.
This fits away. Led by a card sharker, won't shake a wagerer, adventurer. No true sagacity, no notoriety, a space rookie. Captain
me a man of solid action. Picked by a slippery kind of snake, motivated by sending away all his mistakes. Disciplined and handled by a bully, loved by a mother, never fully. Placed on a maleficent crew with a clue for an easement of staff and a short view. Jim Profit picked from the list in the interest of his own business, sending all the misfits on their way.
It is looking good, shoes on the other foot, storm's coming. They've driven from afar in their expensive cars, serving a cold reckoning.
Profit is far from over. He's in it with Sasha Kova. She's like a hurricane, coming at you like a freight train, speeding in the fast lane. And then there's Jeffrey Humphreys, a Cadillac driving big cheese, $1 billion man with his own plan, just to throw it all in the fan. The hammer's falling now, all business kicking up a row. They better get this bucket off the ground, no matter who, no matter how.
Oh man, this is Raven's Eye. I got another whale coming your way.
That would be Bulldog and Eye of the Eagle. Check the card, Marcus.
Well, don't it just splash everywhere? That would be Sasha Culver from Eiffel Air.
Culver's a ninny. I can handle her.
I don't want you to handle her, DeWalt.
Mr. Prophet, is this gonna sink us?
How much time do we got before they get here?
10 minutes.
Walk with me to my car. I got something bigger for you to worry about than a couple of strawman CEOs with more smokes than fires up their skirts.
With all due respect, sir.
Close off, Barrett. This is between your financier and your captain. Besides, I hate it when people say, "With all due respect, sir." Save it for your imaginary war room, monkey.
But
Talk to the turtles, kid.
that would be tortoises, man. Show some respect.
Can you save the Earth diatribe, Gudman? Come on, Captain Hoyle. Let's go for a walk.
Where does he come off calling me monkey?
Actually, you could take it as a compliment. The first American astronaut was a chimpanzee. They called him Chop Chop Chang.
Well, thanks for the facts and figures, Japinski. Shouldn't you be loading your medical supplies instead of standing here talking space history?
We studied that chimp in medical school. They trained him to work some of the controls all by himself.
If a monkey can do it, we can do it too.
Let's hope you're a better navigator than some monkey, Mr. Roland Ace Kirk.
They took you
365. Did you ever know you'd be famous, brother? Dead or alive? Whoever thought we'd ever see a monkey fly out of the atmosphere? You were a volunteer from the hemisphere, taking it out to the stratosphere. They finally gave you a name, called you Spaceship Ham after Hamilton Blackshear. You started at zero, now you a national hero.
With the rest of the 20-man crew finishing load-in of cargo and supplies to the hold of the SS Prophet, Captain Clint Hoyle and Jim Prophet Sr. sit in Jim's car, possibly the only air-conditioned 25 square feet in the entire desert.
I don't think we have time for this, Mr. Prophet.
Relax, kid. The car's just like that ship over there. A fine piece of modern machinery. The 1969 Ford Ranchero GT could probably take us into space if you can't get that bucket off the ground. What do you think of the tunes? 8-track stereo, 4 speakers, front and back.
Yeah, sounds great, but your business partner's about to show up, and I don't think it's a good idea to be caught on our haunches.
Let me tell you a story, kid. 2 wieners walk into a country club. A real classy joint with society types all buttoned up, talking about golf clubs, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, you know the type. These 2 Joes, they don't look the part. They're wearing blue light special suits and enough I'm an idiot on their faces to fuel a schmuck brigade up the back end of an avalanche full of red tape and rodeo clowns.
Mr. Prophet.
The proprietor of the club, a stiff-nosed dude who smells like a mixture of 20-year-old wine and second-hand Chanel No. 5, he's had enough. So he approaches the 2 Joes. And it's obvious that he's been reared on the biggest silver spoon you've ever seen. And he's all looking down his nose at them. And he sizes those 2 Joes and he says, "I don't believe this place was built for creatures of your breeding." Well, them 2 Joes, they ain't gonna take this turkey-footed. So one of them gets on his hands and knees behind the stuffy proprietor while his friend stiff-arms the guy. The starch collar pinwheels all over and goes down like a bag of moldy cantaloupes, cracking his head good in the bargain. After finishing the dirty work, these 2 Joes stand side by side and they look down at the starched, little tight shirt, their eyes all full of loathing and grit. And you know what they say? Do you know what they say?
What do they say, Mr. Prophet?
They say, "Not today, Mr. Smith. We've heard that the check's in the mail, hullabaloo. We ain't biting on your chain no more."
We are not running a summer camp, people. I'm ordering you to step it up.
Yeah, that's great,
Let's
Mr.
get this
Prophet.
big crap
Look,
locked
Barrett's out
and
there kicking
loaded.
everyone's butts again. I need to get out there and keep everybody moving.
Oh, crap. Here comes that idiot son of mine.
A son makes an unbroken link of dynasty and noble dissension. A thread in the human tapestry, progeny
off to a big start on another big season of Terrifying Lies. Like I said, I almost canceled the show after season 5, but something deep inside compelled me to go on. If you want to help keep the wheels turning, please back the Patreon. I put the link in the episode description. I'll catch you on the next episode. Until next time, I bid you sweet dreams, or should I say, sweet nightmares.
This has been the Terrifying Lies podcast. Please, come again. You're welcome here.